In this hour.
All new at 6. Channel 2 Action News has learned DeKalb County expects upcoming numbers will show a huge decline in property values. $2.5 billion just in the last 3 years. County leaders say that means less property tax revenue, and a tax increase could be the only answer to keep government running. Investigative reporter Jody Fleischer reports on what it means for homeowners.
No, it doesn't surprise me because we watched it go up. We really did, so it's time to watch it come down.
Edwina Clanton has watched the values in her Lithonia neighborhood plummet. The house right next door is in foreclosure. So is this one and this one. It's one of the hardest hit cities in DeKalb, where total property values have dropped nearly $2 billion in the last 2 years.
History seems to have been rewritten in the last several years, and it's not only did it decline, it continues to do so even to this day.
Chief Property Appraiser Calvin Hicks estimates the value of the county's property could drop another $750 million going into 2011. He says foreclosures have saturated the market, and until those are all sold, it will be hard for any normal sales to happen. The Clantons are benefiting from that.
The value of the properties have come down a lot, but they're probably where they should have been anyway. But they just, it's a good time to buy.
They just bought a foreclosure for $99,000. It had been worth 3 times that. But she knows her gain is a loss for all of her Lithonia neighbors.
If their value's gone down, they're not going to want to pay more. It doesn't seem fair. But, to keep the same services, we're going to have to do something to make up the difference.
DeKalb CEO says he's considering proposing a millage increase this year. Commissioners voted that down last year. The chief appraiser says something will have to change.
We've had the loss in tax base, but the mill rate has not been increased. Therefore, you are looking at a real reduction in the amount of revenue that the county has to provide services.
That was Jody Fleischer reporting. Now, every year, the appraiser tells county leaders the millage rate they would need to use to keep bringing in the same amount of revenue. So far, they have chosen not to raise it. The chief executive officer will make his new budget recommendations next week. We have more details on the housing market. We looked online at the National Association of Realtors site. Just last week, it reported a strong rebound in pending home sales. They jumped more than 10% in October. But in Metro Atlanta, the average price for a single-family home fell to $109,000. That is the worst among 17 major metro areas.